Hello, listeners. Welcome to the Dream Stream podcast. I am your host, Yiskah Koock, with my dear friend and fellow dream worker, Ellen Ronis. Hello, Ellen.
Hello, Yiskah. Nice
So
to see you as usual.
nice to see you as usual. So, you were saying you had a dream last night. Now, was this un common of late to like really remember a dream?
In the last 3 or 4 days, I have been having more dreams.
Okay, great.
Fortunately, I didn't write down like a couple of days ago. I do sort of vaguely remember one dream. But and then I had one last night that was very like I woke up with it and it helped. I think what was unusual about this dream is that it sort of shifted my perspective on some things in my life, and I think that that's important.
Shifted your perspective.
Yeah, like I woke. Sometimes you have a dream and you wake up and you're kind of like, "Huh, what was that
Yes,
all about?" Or
yes,
you sort of remember it, but it's not like instantly it has meaning to you. It's just what
great,
happened in your dream world. This one just I could feel the meaning, and it felt, it made me shift how I felt about things that I've been kind of
oh,
struggling with. So
well, I'd love
that
to
was
hear
pretty cool.
it,
Yeah.
and
How about you?
I'll remind our listeners, and I have to remind myself as well, because I noticed when I was telling a recent dream, I was saying it in past tense, but it's best to keep it in the present tense so listeners can really picture ourselves in the situation. And also, so present tense, what's the other thing I always say? First person. So it's like I am going into this store and
Right. I'm glad you're reminding me because excuse me, I often forget that too. It's really easy to say I did, I was, whatever,
yeah,
because it
right,
seems in the
right,
past tense. But I think you're right. I think that it has more impact on our psyche
right.
if we're
I think
saying
so.
I am, because it's almost like we're re-entering.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
very cool. Okay, well, where do we begin?
With your fabulous last
My
night's dream.
fabulous dream. Okay. Um, I actually feel like I want to start with the dream that I had a few days ago, and then
Oh,
there's a
good.
little sequence, and I'll try to keep it as concise as possible.
Okay, wonderful.
So, the dream a couple of days ago. Um, what I remember is I am in what seems like a hall. It's like a party hall. What do you call that? Like like where
Banquet,
you have it
banquet.
felt like it was like a wedding or a bar mitzvah
Yes,
or something. That type of
yeah,
place. Yeah.
venue. Yeah,
And I was with Tim,
okay.
my ex. Yes. And it was at some kind of a venue, and we were together, like we were there together. And there was a table. There is a table on right when you first walk into this room. There's a big, giant square table where everybody put all their purses and coats.
Okay.
And we decide to leave for some reason, and we're kind of arm in arm. And I see my purse, and it's this funky little bright purple purse. Um, and had my phone in it. I was very distinctly like a purse with my phone.
Yes.
And we just walked out. Like I saw it, and then we just walked out together.
Wow.
So I'm just going to, I think I want to just say it all in a sequence
Yes.
because it's connected. Then I have a session with a friend. This is
I'm
in
sorry.
waking.
Is this dream two? Or
This is something that happened in waking life.
okay.
Yeah, but it feels connected. So
Yes.
my friend is not sure what shamanic healer, energy healer. She works with the energy of the chakras, and it's a sort of hands-on, very gentle, and she gets images and she gets things for you, and it was an amazing session. And one of the important things she said when she was in my heart chakra was that uh, um, my heart felt like I was hiding, like there was something blocking, and it felt like it was Tim. It felt like it was my old relationship with him. Now she knows me, and so it's not like, you know, it wasn't like a big psychic recognition, but you know, but it really struck me because I actually felt really emotional when she said that. I do not feel on a conscious level like I'm holding on to anything about that anymore, but it struck me that there's still something that remains in there. And, you know, she suggested that I do some kind of little ritual to sort of move on, basically. So I'm mostly just saying that because then the next dream is that, so I'm with that friend who gave me the healing, and she decides to stop in front, she's stopping in front of a store, some kind of a store, and she walks into the store and says to the owner, if you want to sell the products in this window, you need some feng shui. You need to feng shui this place. Like, this isn't, the energy doesn't feel good. And just to say a little side note, feng shui is something I'm very interested in. I think I'm actually really good at it. You know, setting places up where the energy is flowing, and colors and placement and objects and all that stuff. And I wake up feeling like I want to be like her. I want to do whatever she's doing. I want to be like her. Like in waking life, that session was so powerful, and I recognized that I really wanted to do more work that goes deeper than the work I'm doing. And it's not necessarily the work that she's doing, but you know, in my dream world, I'm feeling like whatever she's doing is working, because suddenly her practice is coming forward, and people are wanting to see her, and it's amazing work, and that's in waking life. And then in the dream, I'm like, I just want to be like her. I want to, whatever she's, you know, and now she's doing feng shui, which is something that I do. And so I want to, it basically gave me the feeling of the time is now to just to put the things that I do together into something that make sense for a new version of work, which I've been talking about forever. As you all know, if any of you have been with us for the last year, it's been a theme.
Ellen is on her quest. So Ellen, so
I'm sorry, that was a lot, but I felt it feels necessary to sort of say it all almost as a dream continuation.
Sure. And now, what would you title this dream or these dreams?
Clear out to make room for new.
Clear out to make room for new. Interesting.
I mean, I guess that's what I would call the first dream.
Yeah.
But the second dream is really about like now creating the new thing, like clear the remnants. Clear out to make room for like clearing out whatever like is stuck in my heart. You know, remnants from my old relationship. Whatever judgments, whatever things, you know, old kind of psychic detritus that I have inside.
To psychically bound to someone. I mean, I felt that way with my estranged husband, is that so psychically bound to each other that I also would like to ritualize it. More.
Maybe we can do that together somehow.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Yeah, I have an idea, you know, something that my friend suggested that I thought was really good. But yeah, we can talk about that maybe another time. That feels the right title. That somehow feels like the right title.
Yes.
Yeah, for all of it, that whole experience.
Yes, it does feel like a cyclical, every bit of the piece of the next. You know, it seems very connected. So I am going to do a projection, and what was I thinking? I know I lost it. It'll come back as we talk more about the dream. So in the first dream, it was you and your ex-husband, Tim. And that was it? or there were other people?
You
Or,
know, there were people milling about and in sort of in that party, you know,
yeah.
wedding, bar mitzvah, whatever mode. Like it felt like people were dressed up, but there was nobody recognizable.
Yes.
My focus didn't go on any person. It was just the sense of having a group of people kind of over there to my left, and
Yes.
we were walking out to the right, kind of arm in arm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you had? That's me, 11-year-old. We all having fun. Do you see my dog, Ellen? Do you see Sammy?
Oh yeah. God, that's Sammy. I didn't remember that he was white somehow. He's so chill, like our
Look
dog.
at him. Look how beautiful he is.
He is oh my God, that black and white face.
I love him. I have to rehome him again because the older people I rehomed him to, or not older, the other, he's exhibiting separation anxiety, and they both have to go off to work all these months.
I see.
So yeah, I don't know.
You can't keep him, huh?
I wish I could.
Poor guy. I feel bad for him going from place to place.
So do I. I rescued him.
Yeah.
And then rehomed him. You know, I won't ever put him back in the pound or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just
I wish you could keep him. Yeah. He looks so easygoing. I don't know.
Right. Meanwhile, my 11-year-old is screaming, "You can't!" And my 23-year-old similarly thinks he knows.
Like they want you to keep him.
Thinks they know what's best for me.
And what do they think is best? That you should keep him or you should not keep him?
That I should not keep him because I can't exercise him like he needs to, and like 80 something pounds. You see his little face in my bed.
That's so cute under the covers. Oh gosh, I would take him if I was there. I would.
To get off your dream. So in the second dream now, who are the people in that dream?
So in the second dream, it's just me and my friend Sheila, who is the person who gave me the energy.
Oh, okay.
Shamanic
you were with her, and then you also dreamed about her.
And then, no, I was with her in waking life. You know, she gave me a session and it revealed some of these things, and you know.
Okay.
And then she was in the dream, and so it's just and and then and then going into the store, but there was no interaction for me with anybody in the store. She just walked in, and it was almost more like I didn't actually see her walking in. It was just kind of like the sense was she was going to go in and she was going to like there was something really important about that for me. Like if I am every person in the dream, which is a way that I explore dreams. I think that's kind of a Jungian style. That if I'm her, and it very much felt like I was her. I'm creating. So I don't know how to say this. I'm kind of creating something in the moment. Like I need to, because in my waking life, I am starting to feel like I really need to move forward with this, because my bodywork practice, which I've been doing for 36 years now, is kind of dwindling. And I really believe that there's a message in this for me, like that everything is saying, you don't want to work like that anymore. There's so much more depth. There's so much more internal processing that I want to do with people, so much more creative stuff. I don't know, there's so many more things that I want to do with people, and I feel like I can and have skills to do that. But I'm not doing it. And so I feel like in this dream, the dream was like, you need to just do that. Just create it. Just go into the shopkeeper and say, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you.
Makes me think like, how about if I advertise myself to all, the businesses or the small businesses in the area, and then sorry, I'm a little my family's here. I'm gonna pause this and just greet my son, and then I'll come right back. Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna pause this, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Oh, I will try. Okay, we're back on. Thank you for your patience, listeners. My kids wanted to tell me something. So,
Mhm.
Ellen, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Okay, no worries. I
So,
feel very
so
good.
you were talking about the second dream and who was in it. So it was that healer woman.
Yeah, just my friend who's the healer who I had a session with the day before yesterday.
Okay.
And that's it. It was just the two of us, kind of walking, and it felt like we were in front of this very particular store or place, which is like a like a bakery kind of a place,
Okay.
um, which is a place that's very close to where we used to work together. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think there's too much significance to that,
To
other
being
than
a
it's just,
bakery.
Mhm.
Not too much significance to it being a bakery.
Yeah, I don't think so, because it wasn't actually a bakery, the store. It felt like it was some other kind of store,
Oh,
but it was in that location.
okay. I see.
Um, yeah, well, I don't know. It
How
doesn't.
old were you when you worked with her?
It was just a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, when I first came to Santa Fe.
It's a recent.
Yeah, pretty recent. Yes. Yeah, she's a recent person in my life.
Yes.
Yeah, good
So,
friend.
what's that?
She's a good friend. She's a
Yes.
really nice friend. Yeah.
So now, if you could just imagine what kind of work that you'd be able now to offer to the people in this world, can just like spitball it, just like speak it out loud. What could it be? What might it look like?
Yeah. Um, I've been talking about something called I have been so far calling creative arts therapy, not creative arts therapy. Scratch that. Creative arts coaching, because I really can't say I'm a therapist because
Right.
I'm not a trained therapist, even though
Yes,
I have plenty of therapeutic skills, but
absolutely.
I can't, legally say that. So,
Right.
creative arts coaching, and what that would entail would be, helping people to it's kind of the same thing that dream work really does in a certain way, where
Yes.
it's helping to bring consciousness to what's unconscious, or shed light on what is in the dark in
Yes.
your psyche, in your soul, even
Yes.
in your body, so that one can then take steps, and the tools will be probably dream work, and very much so movement
Yes.
and art and writing, as a way to sort of move the energy, express it, discover more about it,
Yes.
and move through something.
If this were my
So,
dream, I could see myself having a class, but as part of signing up for the class, also one-on-one sessions with me. So
uh-huh.
a group
Yeah,
class and then individual
yeah,
sessions with the people in the group. And you know, the price of the group will reflect that. There's also
yeah. Yes, that's interesting, because I even said, um this was kind of my riffing at, like, when I woke up. It wasn't the
yeah,
dream itself, but it said, like, something about this voice in me that keeps shouting, but I don't know how to begin. I don't know where to begin. And that it may be hard and fruitless at first, but if you build it, they will come.
yes,
Put together a type of one-off session, one-on-one session,
yes,
a series, and
yes,
a program for more in-depth and follow-up.
perfect.
You know,
So
so,
how to begin? So if this were my life, if this were my life, I
you
would,
know,
because I always put the cart before the horse. I would get
yes,
my cards made. I'd get cards made, or I would make a brochure about what I'm wanting to offer. So I would keep thinking about it, keep writing it until I really have it written to my liking, and
mhm,
a brochure. Any of
mhm,
those Vistaprint, any of those sites
mhm.
like that.
Mhm. Do you actually feel like, I think because of the way media and social media and all, have gone, I wonder, I keep wondering, like, does it even, like, is printed material necessary? I guess it might
I
be.
guess it is, especially if you're going to offer Feng Shui to corporations or businesses, because then you could just mail it to them and they'll have
Mm,
a phone number,
mhm,
call you back.
Mhm.
Not hear you. Just
Yeah.
say, hey, we got a lot of bad energy happening in this office.
Yeah. And that would be, I mean, I would love, see, this is the dilemma of Ellen Ronis
Okay.
is that I have so many skills and ideas and things that would be fun and things that I would enjoy doing. And it's like, girl, you gotta like narrow it down a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yes.
And I have a hard time doing that because it's like, wait, but I want to do that and I want to be an energy worker and I want to be a Feng Shui person and I want to cook. It's the other thing I love doing. And
Oh,
I
yes.
mean, I can do all those things, but they don't all have to be part of my business.
Right.
So I
Or
have to,
even if, like, whatever, rent a space that you're gonna have like a cooking class and then a group. And so cook with your cooking class and then you can sit with your group. You'll have food to offer participants.
Mhm.
I mean, I would want to do that, not with my.
Yeah, no, that's totally fun. And my friend Holly, who I think you maybe know, do you know Holly Shelowitz, who does
Yes, yes,
she
yes.
does cooking classes, and I did a cooking class with her the other day, which was so fun.
Oh,
And
online? She does cooking
yeah,
class?
she did it on Zoom, and it was really
Oh,
sweet.
that's
And we ate
awesome.
together, and we chatted, and it was just lovely.
Love it.
But but my point being is, I can't do that all. I can't do cooking classes and be a coach. I mean, maybe at some point I could, but that's too much. It's
No,
too
not
many.
at
Too
first.
diffuse, like it
Start,
diffuses
start
everything rather
smaller.
than like bringing it all in.
Yeah,
So I
start
need to
smaller.
find the one thing that holds the consciousness together. Like
Yeah.
like these are all the what would you call this, the branches or the
Yes.
flower, the petals of the flower, and then there's the part down here that holds it all together. And
Yes. The
what is that?
button. We need to
Yeah.
find the button.
Yeah, the button. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Right. What is this? What am I doing? What is
yes,
what is the point? What am I trying to do with you? And then the tools, I got plenty. I got plenty.
my sister-in-law used to offer yoga classes she lived in lives in New Jersey at various different, you know, uh, business parks or whatever they're called, or buildings, and she'd
Mhm.
offer yoga classes. She would go in, they paid her to come in and lead a yoga class so that
Mhm.
their workers could be way less stressed out and more, centered and
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a great thing. Great idea.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like workplace wellness type of thing.
No,
There's,
and I think that it's a huge thing in corporate office.
yeah, there is a whole industry of workplace wellness kind
Yeah,
of a thing. People
exactly.
come in
So I
do
think
chair massage and other things like
I
that.
would want to get involved with that.
Yeah. I used to do that. I used to want to, I've done that a little bit. I did
Yeah.
that a little bit. I went into some places and did that. I didn't really enjoy it that much. So I
Okay.
didn't pursue it,
Okay.
but
Well, you know what know.
yeah. Yeah. No, the question for me in the new expression of myself question isn't about what to do. It's really about
How
it's
to
about
say.
why, who am I helping? Who do I want to help? Who do I want to work with? And then narrow it down, narrow some of those things down
Yes,
into like
yes,
synthesize or
yes.
yeah.
Well, I look
Yeah.
so forward to hearing more about it every step of the way.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you. And I will just say, in terms of relating it back to the dream, that the dream really did kind of like kick it in, like, okay, now,
Yes.
like sit in meditation, ask the question, pray, and like really do it. Really do it. Don't just say you're going to do it and then go eat a bag of potato chips
Right.
instead.
I'm tired of your uncommitment self. I'm so tired
Yeah.
of your
Yeah. Well, it's also the time.
I'm so sick of myself the other day because I have MS and sometimes I'm in pain. And I would be like, and then just, I'm just so sick of hearing myself complaining, like, so
Mhm.
I decided, and because of kids, my little boy, and I decided, anytime I feel like, because the pain is so intense, that I'm going to say, Shazam. And then I know Shazam means this hurts like fuck all, but my kids don't. And they just
Mm.
made me think, oh, mom, she's just eccentric.
Yeah, yeah. So you don't sort of pass on the negativity or whatever to
I
them.
don't, and I don't like people who complain. Why would
know.
I want to become one?
I hear myself doing that
Oh,
sometimes too. I've really been working on that, like trying to see like the positive immediately. What's good about this? Doesn't mean you can't have a negative feeling, right?
right,
That's
right,
human.
right.
That we should pretend we're all sort of, oh, everything is so awesome.
Yeah.
'Cause, that's bullshit.
So
Yeah.
it's great to talk with you. And just in case we're not able to splice this with the other one, I'm going to say this is the Dream Stream podcast. I am Yiskah Koock, and I'm here with Ellen Ronis doing dream work. And we're gonna make an opener for this podcast, aren't we? Yeah,
Yes.
great. Maybe even right after we do this.
Sounds good.
Okay, you might even hear it, or you may have heard it before I put it on. Okay, so oh, I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm just going to try to stop the recording, first of all, like we did
Okay.
earlier.
Okay.
Okay. Ciao, Bella Solomud.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao.